I don't think I've ever shown myself this disheveled in the morning. And this is with coffee almost gone. Why am I showing you this? I don't know, just 'cause I wanted to show you my complete disarray of stuff. This is me getting ready in the morning. It rained all last night. Everything is wet. My quilt is damp, the inside of my tent is wet. Oh well. I better get cleaned up. I mean, come on, it's like I wasn't even here. Someone commented on Facebook about how I always look so bright and energetic. And I said, nah, that's a complete lie. The mornings are rough. Well, this is a testament. It wasn't a bad morning, but I've already been hiking for 2 hours, and this is why. I generally don't pull the camera out and talk to it first thing in the morning. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm really craving coffee right now. I'm always craving coffee. Not a whole lot to say. Everything I'm hiking today, I've done so many times before. So it's gonna be a little bit not exciting. But I'll try and do something with the camera. As expected, after a night of rain, everything is damp and the bugs are being those fucking blood-sucking sluts that they are. It's nice to have my phone on all day. Fuck off. If you know, then you know. I have officially hiked almost the entire Bruce Trail, and this is my favorite spot. I feel like it's time for another story time as we hike through Mount Nemo, which is another childhood favorite of mine. I may have mentioned in other videos that I've done a fair bit of rock climbing, and my love for rock climbing started when I was about 13 or 14. Now, we used to come up to Nemo as teenagers after dark to sit on the cliffs up there and probably do things like drink alcohol and smoke. And this was before Nemo had like a paid parking lot with like gates. And you would just park wherever the hell you damn well pleased and walked in. Can't do that anymore. So we had a friend who, it's always important to have a friend who has a driver's license. And we would skip school. Yes, Mom and Dad, we would skip school. And we'd drive up here, and we would, what I now know is called free climbing. And it was my very, very first foray into rock climbing of any kind. A lot of people start at indoor gyms. A lot of people start with ropes. I started with neither. It's amazing that I didn't die. So we come up here, specifically to Nemo, and we would weasel our way down because there's a few very large crevices where you can get down to the base of the cliff easily. So we'd go down to the base of the cliff and walk along until we found a spot that looked half decent to go up, and we would climb the face. Mind you, we weren't doing, I mean, if you don't know climbing, I'm not gonna expect you to, but so anyway, we weren't exactly climbing like the most difficult routes. We were probably climbing the much lower end easy routes. The difference was we had zero climbing experience. We had no idea what we were doing. And we were doing it without ropes. So we were basically scaling the wall. I mean, we tried to eye it to see if it was easy enough that we think we could do it. But I remember so many times like hanging on the wall, just shaking out of fear. But it never occurred to me that, hey, we should be doing this with ropes or learn what we're doing. And we did that for like days in a row because my friends and I, became obsessed with it and fell in love with rock climbing so hard. And you also keep in mind, all my friends were dudes. I had no girlfriends until probably after college. So after weeks of scaling the wall, we collectively bought some climbing gear, and we bought some books, and we learned how to rock climb from books. And I climbed pretty heavily for 20-25 years. Really like kind of petered off over the last 10 years, especially since my shoulder issues, but I did max out my very first credit card on climbing gear and did not successfully pay it back without help from my parents. Sorry, parents. But it all started here at Nemo. Well, this is my turn off. I will see you tomorrow. The Ian Reid side trail means only one thing. If you've watched any of my videos because I think I have it in 2 other videos. I am coming up to my parents' place where I get to spend the night. And then one more day and I will be home. I think tomorrow is an extremely long day, but it ends with home. And I think I won the hiking lottery again today. It is supposed to pour really hard tonight. At least it's during the night. And I don't really mind when it's pouring rain at night. I feel quite comfortable and secure in my tent. I know I'm not going to get wet as long as I stay in there. And it's really quite fine. Raining while hiking, that's kind of a pain in the ass. But just while sleeping, like last night it rained all night long. By the time I got up this morning and packed up, the rain had stopped. I didn't have to hike in it. But today, I got lucky because I get to sleep inside a house thanks to Hotel Scully. Suburbia feels weird. I feel like I have to talk quietly. I gotta go pee. I can't just pop a squat on someone's lawn. It just started raining this second, and I'm like 200 meters away from my parents' place. I always feel super weird walking through residential neighborhoods with a full backpacking rain setup. Who is this weirdo walking down the street with an umbrella strapped to her back? With a pack. Okay, catch up. I've only been hiking for 1.5 kilometers. It was all uphill. I have sweat dripping off my face. My hair feels really hot on my neck, but if I put it up, then it's bumping against the rain umbrella. And within about 500 meters of leaving my parents' house, I had to take my jacket off. It is raining, clearly, but it's also very warm. I think it's like, I don't know, 18 degrees Celsius. Let's go have a look at the old quarry. As I mentioned, as teenagers, we used to sit at the top of the quarry before the guardrails were in, before this beautifully manicured wood chip trail was in, and we'd drink our faces off. Today is going to be a lot, and I am mentally prepared for it. Physically, I think I'm prepared for it. I'm not going to get into numbers yet because, you know, it's intimidating. And it is supposed to rain like this on and off, not on and off. It is supposed to continuously rain and be very heavy at times, probably for the next 5 hours. And who knows? Maybe it'll last all day, maybe it won't last 5 hours. We won't know until it stops or starts. Fun fact, I've been living in this area pretty much my whole life, and I've never been through the tunnel that goes under Highway 6. And the reason for that is because this never existed a long time ago. Highway 6 was kind of just a main road, but now it's like a major thoroughfare. So they put a tunnel because hikers were previously just running across the road because it wasn't so dangerous. But it's almost 12K of pouring rain. At least the weather's kind of warm, but I'm soaked. And I have a very long way to go still. It has been a brutal morning. I'm on the Dundas reroute around the construction that's happening up on King Street. It's a pretty shitty section. It's just road after road after road. Made sure to grab myself a coffee in Dundas because I'm only about halfway home. The sky is still looking fairly ominous, and there is more rain in the forecast. I'm hoping it won't, but pretty sure it's still gonna rain. It is supposed to clear up once and for all in about 2 or 3 hours. So that'll be nice. Maybe I will kind of dry out. I never put my rain pants on today, so I'm just a drowned rat. But at the end of this day is home. And you know what's at home? Ryan. Ryan's at home. Well, I mean, he's gonna be at work probably when I get home, but I get to see him tonight, and the dogs. And damn it, I'm probably gonna take a soak in the fucking hot tub. And I'm gonna wash all my clothes for the last 3 days. In preparation for the final 3 days of hiking, because I got the hiccups from the coffee. The most my stuff has been washed has been in a sink or in a shower with me, washed with hand soap, bar soap, shower soap. Nothing has been properly washed, and I think it could all use a proper wash. The hardcore person in me is like, no, when you get home tonight, you're taking those clothes into the shower with you. Hardcore. No, I'm putting them in the washing machine. It'll be nice to have legit clean clothes for the final 3 days. Something that I've noticed while backpacking, when you gotta go pee, you really gotta go pee. And I really gotta go pee. And I'm so used to just popping squats anywhere I feel like it at any moment. And I don't know. I know the trail's not far up there, but I think it's a lot of it is probably just from the hip belt. It makes that, like, I think I kind of gotta go pee turn into, holy crap, I'm gonna pee my pants so fast. Sometimes you can hardly get your pants down in time. I don't know if it's just me, or maybe I don't think it's just me. I wonder also if it's more of a female. I don't know, man, but holy crap, I'm gonna piss my pants. I legit from an inch of piss in my pants. Feel better now. I told you it wasn't over. It's never over. I am in the Dundas Valley. I know what you're thinking. It's story time. But it's not. It's not story time. I have spent more time in this conservation area than anywhere else in all of Ontario. The Dundas Valley has always been close to home, and the network of trails in here is massive. I have spent countless hours mountain biking around here, hiking, trail running, camping, everything, all seasons. And I just realized I kind of take this place for granted. It's also very busy because it's huge. We've got these massive, like, wide trails on the main loop. There's a lot of single track trails. It's so extensive, and it is fucking amazing. I feel so at home. Oh, Hamilton and your grittiness. The sun is out and things are drying. And I have rants. Not rants. I have one thing to say about that intersection back there. I have made it a very strong point in this through hike to go past every single fucking white blaze. No skipsies, no shortcutsies. Even when I so badly want to take a shortcut, I have made it an undying goal. Only white blazes. I am going full purist here, to the point where everywhere I've been to on trail or off, whether it was a motel or well, mostly just the motels, I've walked to every single one of them off trail. I have not taken a single ride to somewhere to spend the night and get a lift back. I've been in a car twice. When Ryan came to meet me, he took me up to Foodland to grab a few things, and then when my parents came to meet me, we did the same thing. But that really didn't have anything to do with hiking the trail. I walked to that motel, both of those motels, and back to the trail on my own 2 darn feet. And I knew when I got close to home, and I'm within reaching distance of home, that the trail that goes through this part of Hamilton goes up and down and back and forth and up and down and back and forth. And there's not a million, I think there's like 5 options of shortcuts, or just, instead of going up the escarpment and back down, just stay on that rail trail right there. It goes straight home. But as I get closer to home and I'm faced with these shortcuts or just skipsies, I am not fucking taking them. Even though I know I'm going to be going up and down the escarpment when I could just not do it. It's not like I haven't experienced all of these parts of the trails before. I live here. I do, not recently, but I have done tons of stair repeats on all the stairs. I don't want to do them today. I really don't. I am at 33.5 kilometers. I think I have about another 10 to go. It's a long fucking day. I would love nothing more than to get home early. But that's not the case. I can't. I have to. Every white blaze. Even my dear dad said, well, why don't you just leave a bunch of stuff here and we'll bring it up to you later today, and then you don't have to carry it. And I was like, oh, that sounds so nice. I would essentially be slack packing this 40 some odd kilometers. I said no. I don't know why I'm being so neurotically anal about this purist mentality. I think I think it's because of what I experienced last time. Because towards the end of my last thru-hike attempt, I was skipping sections, I was taking shortcuts, I was just a fucking mess. And I swore to myself, we are not doing that again, you dumb bitch. You are doing it the right way. And the last thing I'll say on that is that I recognize it makes no sense to anybody other than me. Back to the rail trail. And a few seconds later, away from the rail trail. The Dundurn stairs are near and dear to my heart. I used to climb them every day to go to college. I lived not far from the bottom, and I went to school not far from the top at Mohawk College. I also used to regularly do repeats of the Dundurn stairs. There are 330 of them, and about 3/4 of the way to the top they get steeper for some fucking reason. I prefer the Dundurn stairs even though they're not a double wide like the Shadoke or Kenilworth. I don't know why. I think it's because I used to climb them every day to go to school. So whenever I came to do stair repeats, I was always there. How do you know you're in Hamilton? I just passed an older gentleman. Let's not call him a gentleman. This older asshole. And I smiled at him. And he didn't smile back, nor did he say hi. In fact, he scowled at me. Well, fuck you too, asshole. I won't smile at you. This one definitely hurts. So right now I'm at the top of the escarpment. In Hamilton we call it the mountain. And if I walk up through that park and just head across on a side street, I will be home. But instead, the trail takes you down the escarpment, back up the Wentworth stairs. And that's what I'm doing. I'll do it. I haven't taken a break. I haven't stopped. I haven't taken my pack off pretty much all day. What have I done to myself? I just want to get home, that's what. My feet and my legs are throbbing. I can't believe I forgot I had to go up the Jolly Cut first before coming back down, before going up the Wentworth stairs. Where we split. Home is up there. The Bruce continues down there. I'm going home. Was the hardest day. The total was about 44 kilometers, about 11 and a half hours of hiking. A lot of that in the rain. I'm not sure I'm going to go right back out tomorrow. I'm starting to consider the idea of leaving on Friday to finish the final 3 days. And the reason for that is, well, first part because today murdered me. And secondly, I have 2 more back-to-back virtual variance meetings on Thursday. And I've been racking my brain trying to figure out how to do it. As of yesterday, I was just going to do it on the trail. Whether I was near a town or not, I was going to sit down on a rock and do my variance meetings because they would be in the middle of the day, unlike the last one I did, which was kind of in the evening. But now, I think I might take 2 days, recover from what I just did, do my variance meetings, and head back out for the remaining 3 days of hiking on Friday. It's Tuesday today. And I'm fucking hungry, and I need coffee, I need a shower, I need laundry. I'm so overwhelmed. And it's a real shame that Ryan isn't here at the moment. He's working. I will see him in probably about an hour and a half. Which is good for him because it gives me a chance to undisgustify myself. I'm a happy, happy woman. I've got my good home coffee in my favorite mug. I mean, that's the first thing I did. I walked right in and started the kettle. What time is it? It's like 6:30.